I look like a mess right now. Moving on. So I had to record again because I had my computer at the back of this camera like on, and it's a gaming laptop, so it sounded like air fryer in the background and you could barely hear me speak. Alright, so take 2 for the SmartPod documentary. So this is the final paper, or the final layout for the bus stop visual future project. I know in the previous video I said I'm going to transfer the drawings and the final concept in a better paper. This is the best paper I could find for my kit because I don't want to spend another money on buying another big this large paper, which is better quality, like better GSM, like a higher GSM, and then I'd only use it once. So instead I use this one. Okay, so here's the layout. So title here, Smart Bus Stop Pod. Then the perspective is gonna be here, and then I'll put the floor plan, the roof plan here, the system integration here, and then there will be little sections of the technologies that are integrated in this bus stop, and then just additional details on whatever, like the rain catchment system, what it is and what is it gonna do, the photovoltaic materials is the building envelope for this pod, like what it means and what benefit could it bring to this project. So I'm working on it now. That's based on this concept from the previous video. By the way, I just remembered that if you ever notice that in the final drawings and the final layout, the lines are crooked and the shapes are not too, how do I say it? Like there's not much crispiness on the edge and the corners of the drawings. That's because we are prohibited. Bro, and since this is a drawing class in the art foundation, we are prohibited from using rulers, anything straight edged. So everything that we do has to be by hand. Even if it's like the corner of your pencil case to guide you to create straight lines, it's a no-no. So I'm doing this kind of like you can't see this, but I introduced like a strip of line here to sort of hold the title for the system integration or additional details, blah blah blah, and I kind of created like a strip line here, and I have to do it by hand. So if it ever appears crooked, that's because everything was done by hand. I'm trying my best to keep it straight. Alright, so far this is what I did. Initially I wanted to use black and white for the drawings, but then I realized I have markers here, and so I'm using these markers to color the drawings that I have. And right now I only introduced this shade of blue and this gray for the photovoltaic glass roofing and the steel. I want to keep it minimal. Oh, I think this is this. Oh, wait. So I tried to keep the colors minimal on this one, as I don't want too much color. It's just like an accent color for the drawing to differentiate different elements. So like here, I didn't really put so much color here. This blue on the roof, different shape this element. Like for example, if somebody is looking at this drawing, they would know that, oh, this is glass, because blue is mostly associated with glass. So they would know like, oh, this roof is glass, this is steel, blah blah blah, this is metal or something. And then like just a little bit of green and yellow here, or concrete for a blue gray or a warm gray. So that's that so far. But this water markers are actually by far better when used in this type of paper, but I tried using them in watercolor paper and they smudge easily, so that's what I don't like. I used alcohol based markers before when I was in architecture school, and I had like probably more than 100 markers, because it was like multiple sets. You can buy them in a set of 12, 24, 36, 48, or even more. And during my architecture school, I had different sets that I combined, because some sets would have colors that you don't really like, and the other set would have the colors that you want. So there would be only, say, 6 colors that you want in this set, and the other 6 that you want and that you need is on the other set, but they're on different sets. You have to purchase those 2 sets so you can have all the colors that you want. So, before I had more than 100 markers, but then it dried up because they were alcohol based. So this one so far I like this.